So looking at the fear and greed index, we can see that we're still in extreme greed. Along with that, we're now at my expected move for the NASDAQ triple Qs at 560. With that said, I would like to add that we can see an additional 1 to 2% move above this level. But nonetheless, the technicals are saying that we are forming a top in the markets for both the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ triple Qs. Moving on, Coinbase's CEO just said that this might be the next big thing for the company. Let's take a listen.
So joining us now from the White House is Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong, along with our own Emily Wilkins. Emily, take it away.
Thank you so much, Morgan. Brian, thank you so much for being here. You got that shout out, of course, from the president. Talk to me a little bit about what this stablecoin bill becoming law is going to mean for Coinbase.
Yeah, well, this stablecoin bill passing is really a financial revolution for America. It means that crypto can finally start updating the financial system, especially for our payments, which are running on these creaky old systems that are decades old. Now, every payment in our economy can be fast and cheap and global, under 1 second and 1 cent anywhere in the world. So this is a huge milestone for crypto, and the job's not done. We also want to get the market structure bill called Clarity passed as well. The president said he wants to see that on his desk by September 30th. We're committed to trying to help that happen along with the rest of the industry, and it offers good consumer protections and regulation for Bitcoin, Ethereum, all the non-stablecoin crypto assets as well.
And let's talk about that market structure bill for a minute. Obviously, the House passed their bill with strong bipartisan support, but the Senate is planning on coming up with their own version of this bill. Should the Senate just take up the House version, given the strong support? Or if not, what do you want to see the Senate change from the House version?
We actually really like the House version. It's called the Clarity Act, and we think it's a really good piece of legislation. Now, the Senate will have to look at it and see if they want to make any edits to it, but I'm hoping that there aren't too many and that we can get it on the president's desk by September 30th.
Brian, it's Morgan. It's great to have you back on Overtime. Congrats on the milestone today. I want to go back to this creaky financial infrastructure. How quickly can that infrastructure now be overhauled with this legislation making its way into place?
Yeah, well, I think now that we have clear legislation, we're going to see the Fortune 500 really start to adopt stablecoins. We've started to see this a little bit already, even with the news that this was, going to pass in the near future. Coinbase just launched an integration with Shopify, for instance, and we've seen announcements from, Walmart and Amazon, and almost every Fortune 500 company is now coming in and starting to look at stablecoin payments. And so this is a big opportunity for us. It's a TAM expansion for our business, and we think that we can provide these wallets and payment APIs for really, the whole financial system and every company eventually.
Yeah, and is it safe to call this a new and emerging revenue stream for Coinbase? And if so, how quickly does that grow over time?
Yeah, so that's absolutely right. Our first revenue stream was around trading, and then we also have subscription and services, which has become a bigger and bigger part of our revenue over time. I think payments is the next big category, and this is a daily use case for crypto for millions of Americans and eventually people around the world, especially those doing cross-border transactions and in countries where they don't have stable currency. They might have 50, 100% inflation a year, and so they have high demand for the dollar. They can now, if they have a smartphone, they can get access to a dollar-denominated account. And so I think trading and payments are going to be the two biggest categories for us, and it's absolutely a new revenue line for us that'll smooth out our revenue with like a daily use case that's not tied to crypto trading volatility.
So current support for Coinbase is at 414. If the stock falls below that level, then look for an 8% pullback from current price to 385. Now, if the stock breaks through that 385 level, then look for an additional pullback to 364, which from current price would be a decline of over 13%. Now, if Coinbase can break above resistance at 438, I want you guys to look for a run to 463. And from current price, that would be an increase of over 10%. Now, going into the rest of the video, I have some important levels for you guys to watch on ticker symbol TSLA Tesla, Amazon ticker symbol AMZN, Apple ticker symbol AAPL, and Nvidia ticker symbol NVDA. Let's begin with Apple, ticker symbol AAPL. So currently Apple is running into resistance at 211. If the stock can break above this zone, then I want you guys to look for a run to 222. And if Apple can break and stay above 222, then I want you guys to look for a run to 234. Now, if Apple fails to get above 211, then look for a pullback to 204. And if that level breaks, then look for a further pullback to 197. From current price, we're looking at a decline of over 6%. 8%. Now let's take a look at ticker symbol TSLA, Tesla. So in previous videos, I did say if Tesla could stay above 309, then you guys should look for a run to 322. So now that Tesla is above 322, if the stock can stay above this level, then look for a run to 343, which from current price would be an increase of over 4%. However, if Tesla stock fails to stay above 322, then I want you guys to look for a pullback to 309. And if that level breaks, then look for a further pullback to 290. Overall, my target to the upside for Tesla is going to be at 420. Next, we have Nvidia, ticker symbol NVDA. So looking at the 4-hour time frame, current support for Nvidia is at 169. If the stock falls below that level, then look for a 6% pullback to 160. If that level breaks, then look for a 11% pullback to 153. Now, if Nvidia can stay above 169, then I want you guys to look for a run to 177, which from current price would be an increase of over 3%. And if Nvidia can break above that level, then look for a run to 186. From current price, that would be an increase of over 8%. Next, we have Amazon, ticker symbol AMZN. So Amazon's main level of support is going to be at 219. If the stock can stay above this level, then look for a continuation to 232. And if the stock can get above 232, then I want you guys to look for a run to 242. From current price, we're looking at an increase of over 7%. Now, if Amazon fails to stay above 219, then look for a 7% pullback to 208. If that level breaks, then look for a pullback to $200 per share, which from current price would be a decline of over 11%. Alright guys, if you like this video, please go ahead and leave a thumbs up, and if you're currently watching and you're not yet subscribed, do consider subscribing. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.